Hello everyone, my name is Taylor Bogger and I'm a reference assistant at Tredyffrin Public Library. Today we're here to discuss how to fill out your census online. Now you are able to fill out the census by phone and by mail as well, so if you prefer to fill out your census that way, links to the guides for responding by phone and responding by mail will be included in the description below. Now, the United States Constitution requires that the government complete a full census of all individuals living in the United States every 10 years. You might be asking yourself why filling out the census is so important, and here's why. The state population dictates the number of seats in the United States House of Representatives across 50 states, all 50 states. The census also is used to help state and local officials redraw congressional, state, and local district boundaries to meet the one person, one vote rule. The construction of new roads, hospitals, schools, and other public sector investments rely entirely on census information, and census data is used to distribute federal funds to states and local communities for health, education, housing, and infrastructure. If you'd like more information about this, please visit the census.gov. It's the official site of the Census Bureau, or visit prb.org, which is the Population Reference Bureau. With all that in mind, you should be able to see why filling out the census is so important. At the time of this video, according to the Census Bureau's response map, Tredyffrin Township's response was 61.9%, which is well above the national average of 47.2% and the state of Pennsylvania's average of 49.1%, which shows that our township really cares. All right, let's get started. So to access the census website, you're going to want to go to 2020census.gov. When you go to that site, you'll immediately see a large green button that reads Respond. You want to click on that and select Start Questionnaire. It will then ask you for your 12-digit census ID number. You should have received this in the mail around March 12th. If you received this and have misplaced it, a census worker will visit your house to provide you with census ID numbers. Please note that in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Census Bureau is taking precautions to ensure that they are conducting these visits in a healthy and safe manner. The deadline to respond has been extended to ensure that everyone is able to respond despite the pandemic. If you have not received this letter in the mail and you don't get it, if you do not have a census ID, click here, and you'll be able to complete the census from there. If you do have the census ID, you'll input it here. Once you input this number, it will bring you to the questionnaire. The questionnaire will ask you the following questions. Number 1, please select where you were living on April 1st, 2020. It will give you the option of a U.S. state or the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, or somewhere else. You will select your answer accordingly and then select Next. It will then ask you where you were living on April 1st, 2020. Please provide a complete street address for your residence and not a P.O. box. You will input that information and then select Next as well. The questionnaire will ask you to verify the input information. If you don't have a street address, you will select the checkbox I do not have a street address. Now, if the information you input was incorrect, you'll select Revise, or if it looks good, you'll select Submit. The next question will be your full name and telephone number. You'll input that information, and again, you will hit Next. The next section of the questionnaire is your household information. The questionnaire will ask you the number of people who are living in your home and all of their full names. It will ask you to verify that there is no one else living at this location. Once you've done that, the next question will be, on April 1st, 2020, whether the house, apartment, or mobile home in which you lived is owned with a mortgage or loan, is owned outright and clear, is rented, or occupied without rent. Once you've completed that section of the questionnaire, the next section will be people questions, which includes questions about each person in the household. These questions will include the sex of the individual in question, the date of birth of the individual in question, whether or not the individual is of Hispanic or Latino origin, and the race of the individual. Now please note that there are many more options than those pictured here, and you are able to select more than one answer for race. When you complete the first person and then select the next person, the questionnaire will ask for the relationship between the previous person and the current person. Once you select the relationship between the different household members, you will answer the same people questions as previously listed. Once you're through the people questions section of the questionnaire, you will get to the final questions. Now there are only really 2 of them. The first of these questions is, do any of the people living in this house stay somewhere else other than the residents in question? Cases where this would occur include individuals who are living with a parent, grandparent, or other person, are attending college, are on a military assignment, are staying closer to a job or a business, are in a nursing home or group home, are in jail or prison, or are at a seasonal or second residence. Now, if someone lives elsewhere, the questionnaire will ask you the second question, which is which of these reasons is the cause of the alternate residence. Now, once you've completed all these final questions, you are able to submit your questionnaire. Thank you all for listening. If you have any questions for us, please feel free to reach out. We can be reached through our email at tpl@ccls.org, through our website, treedifferentlibraries.org, through a chat function, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please make sure that you're connecting with us through our social media accounts. We have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And also make sure that you're hitting subscribe on our YouTube page. We have a lot of really great YouTube videos out there, including some great story times and fun story time songs, as well as some more visual technology programs like this one. And we also have some fully online adult programming. Please make sure that you're connecting with us and stay safe and well.